stuff
Well, how
done.
much does a glimmer machine cost? Because I
They're-
keep on saying I'm going to buy one, and I'm just
Is
like,
that the
If
one
you
I
wanted
bought?
one, they would
Yeah.
be like $89,
That's the
$99.
one-
They're
yeah.
still, but I have one here.
but
It's
I
underneath.
you know me, I like to use my own stuff.
I know, but I have one for home and one for
Yeah,
the
that's
store.
the one I bought. Yes, it is the one I
Do
bought.
you like it?
I do.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like
I
it
have
better
not-
than the Gemini. I used the Gemini because it was
I would say I
demoed
was
here.
going to buy it now, but I forgot my wallet.
Yeah, if you want, just take this. Oh, we're live.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't think I hit live. Okay. We had a little confusion this morning. We have Charlene, me, and Mona. And Mona's like, don't I work today? And I'm like, no, you work next week. So anyways, we're kind of chatting because Mona's going to do Facebook next Friday and Saturday. We got some fun stuff coming in. So I am going to just kind of set this out for a second. I got to finish gathering the things I need for Facebook today.
Anything I can pass to you? I'm sorry.
If you grab the bunny dye, it's right on that where the Easter stuff, the bunny dye. There's a carrot dye, just so I can, I have the carrot. On the left side. No, right where you were, but on the, right there.
what else you need?
Just the bunny.
What else you need?
Let's see. I need inks. I need
What brand?
Pink Fresh that are there.
The little ones, or are you gonna
The-
go with the big ones?
No, they're in the back. We have a whole drawer of the big ones. Okay, so this is what I do like 5 minutes before live, run around and gather all my things. Okay. I don't know if you saw this, but Janelle gave me this for Christmas. And I was going to put it in the store for decoration, but yeah, thank you. It's been working like wonderfully to store my brushes. So I need browns, yellows, any greens. There's another drawer.
There's another drawer. I'm
Yep,
coming.
green. So we're gathering our Pink Fresh ink pads. I'm going to lift this higher. So good morning, everyone. Oh, Shirley, this is your first Facebook. That's cool.
There's got to be another drawer. There's no green.
Yeah, there's another drawer. Okay.
Here come the greens.
Oh, I got to show this.
You want me to turn the other light on?
Yes. Okay. And scrap paper. Okay. I think I'm ready, guys. So not a lot came in since Wednesday to today. I have 3 new products from 49th and Market, but next week we'll be showing a lot of things from 49th and Market that will be trickling in. But we did get a small new release in from Elizabeth Crafts. And so I made a couple little projects. So I'm going to actually show you what I did and scrap paper to ink on. Oh, sorry. So anyways, let's get started. So daffodils. It's probably one of those spring flowers. Either you love them or you don't. And if you grow them and have them at your house, you will. Yep, that's good. You will love them. And that you can get white ones that have the yellow on them. You can get them yellow that have the white tops, and so they're just fun to do. And so I kind of enjoyed doing this one. And all I did is I used my brushes to ink everything up. I find that when I die cut something, instead of going through and doing the stems green and the flowers yellow and the little heads another color, I tend to do them all in white and then either use my Copics or on this one I use my ink blending brushes to ink and add color. So you can see that there's a lot of white left on the flower, and I did kind of the edges with them. This Happy Easter die I reordered because I went in my stash, and my other Happy Easter words were too large. This is a pretty pink posh Happy Easter die, but it comes inside an Easter egg. It's one of their shaker Easter egg dies from maybe a year or two ago. And so I just snipped the words out. I wanted the Happy Easter, and I really liked it on here. And you can see that I also used my brushes to ink the words. Now this background is a die from Sunny Studio, and they have a whole variety of different background dies. And this particular one we didn't have in the store, but I'll show you all the other ones that we have. You can see there's a ton of different ones. And what she does is the inside plate is separate, and you can take it out, so you can have the outside frame with the little polka dots. But if you wanted the polka dots in the center, you can go ahead and cut that so the whole entire piece has those little polka dots in it. And same thing with this one. This is the perfect little outside frame for your cards. And then if you want this, what do they call this one? A retro petal background, you can add that. There's no edge cut here, so you would cut them together, and it would be one continuous design. So this is one of the ones that I've had for quite a long time, and I used a piece of yellow paper behind to pick up the yellow. And it's just a really fun, simple, clean and simple. It could be a thinking of you or a happy spring. Oh yeah, the blue nails are gone. They definitely need to be changed. But I hope you like the pink. We'll bring those blue nails back. Who knows, I might even have another fun color. So this is the Daffodil Die from Elizabeth Crafts. Okay. I'm going to put together, so I have all my pieces that are cut ready for you. This is the easiest die cut that I've ever really kind of put together. And there are two different dies in the package, and then you have the little the fringe for the top of the carrot. So if you can see, there's like the little lines from a carrot in there, which you could go and ink up if you wanted. I just need my, I don't have it. Let me grab my little cart. Oh, let's see. My bone folder. I think my bone folder is missing. So you're just going to fold along the folds. And I'm just using my palette knife handle, which is not what it was intended for. And you can see the little ring marks at the top. Okay, so we're all set, and what you want to do, and any of the boxes and stuff like this, I would always use red line tape because it really holds, but I love my Nuvo glue, and that really holds really strong. So this is the other little flap, so that's going to go on the other side, and you're going to just bring these points together and those edges. And you really have to watch with the Nuvo glue because it does catch really quickly. Make sure your edges, your points are together. I know that bunny is like super, super cute. I had fun doing them. And you can fill these carrots with candy and little treats. Yep. Okay, so we have our carrot base and the little greenery. Kind of just take a tool, your bone folder, and roll it. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you roll it tight enough that it's going to fit. Oh, my battery. I'm just having like computer issues like crazy today. Let me charge my phone so I don't die on you. I might wiggle for a second. I have to put my battery. There we go. So I just put a little bead of glue around so when I rolled it, and I would check it again. Yep, so it's kind of tight. Give it a second, and then I just carefully curled up the little fringe. And I thought I would like to do 2 of them, but I think you're not going to be able to do 2 things of the little fringe because it's going to be too thick to go in that little hole, but it looks cute just with the one. And I just put a little glue around here. And I just kind of let it dry. Just kind of hold it for a little bit. And that's how this little carrot was made. Now the bunny, on this one you can see I actually did the bunny in all white, and I used my Copic markers to color the ear, the inside of the ears, the little carrot, the belly, the eyes, and the whiskers. And look at that, he has the cutest little tooth. That is a die in that set, so you got to be careful that you don't throw that little tooth out. On the little carrot, I did use my Distress ink. And while that is going, I'm going to just show you how I inked up some of the bunnies. By doing it on the little basket. And in the basket you get tons of little parts and pieces. And I used my brushes and I used my ink pads. So I'm going to move this out of the way for a second. And find like this color, this little peach. We carry all the Pink Fresh in the small size. We find that customers tend to like the smaller ink pads. I prefer the large myself. Let's see if I want that color for my little basket. I think we're going to go with these. And I have a mix of the Taylor and the waffle flower. So let's just go and add some ink on these. And if you can see that, kind of start off the paper and then go towards. And my hand is constantly moving. We'll set that to the side so that we'll do our color on top. I think using the inks also, instead of using, you know, paper, you get a softer look, which I tend to like. So I went a little darker on the edges. So we have that little basket now. This we're going to have to be careful with the little handle. Oh, you can see those little texture marks in there. I didn't even know that those were there. I'm going to add a little bit of brown. Just to darken up, give it a little shade. Put a little on the handles down at the base. We've got our little basket. I'm just going to add just a little brown in there. I think when people ask me like what colors, it's always hard because one color is never good enough. Like I'm always like mixing and matching. So we have our little basket. We have the little basket band. And I love the little detail that's coming up that you can see. Okay. See the little basket. Make sure I get the right color covers on the colors I took out. I did the little flowers earlier this morning. The little bunny, we're going to put him in there. I did the bows. There are 3 little sections for the bows. There's the bow base and then the bow top and that tiny little piece. And I did those earlier because I didn't want to lose those little circles. And I didn't want to lose the little circles that inside the flowers, which are all dies. This one I don't think I'm going to use in there, but I'm going to ink them so you could see. we'll do a yellow. Taylor has brushes that are white handle, which I love because we had a little oops on my yellow, and it's never going to be the same. Once we add another color, I've tried cleaning it multiple times, but it's never going to go back to pure yellow. So it's nice having these white ones because then you can go back and replace if you have that issue. And then you can tell by the color. I only use this for yellow. So if you can see, they have little bunny eyes and a little nose. So those are the little bunnies that are also in that set. I can see kind of doing these all in rainbow colors and making a cute little card. Let's do an egg in the yellow. I want a little darker on the edge. And this is where in my small brushes, I have this little stand, which is also from Taylor. Sometimes when you're doing a smaller area, this is where those little brushes come in really handy. We'll pick out we'll do 3 little eggs, and then you'll kind of get an idea. So let's see what other color we have here. Let's try this one. It looks like a little purple. Once again, I have my little purple handle. Our little purple egg. And you know, the other thing you can do with all those little eggs is you can run them through an embossing folder. That would be cute. I'm just thinking like my little polka dotted embossing folder would be sweet to add some texture to those. And we'll go back and do a pink one. I do use a separate brush for each color. If I'm staying in the pinks, if I'm using a lighter pink, I just use my pink. And what I'll do is I'll take a microfiber cloth and super, super damp, like hardly any water on it, and clean it to go to the next color. But you can clean these, but this is like what happened. Somebody used my yellow brush in green, and I can't get the green out. And so if I go to use yellow, I get this kind of chartreuse color, even though we've cleaned it multiple times. So it's best to buy sets. Charlene, can you grab me like a couple of the sets like around the corner so I can show people the brush sets? And if you've never used the brushes, you will love the brushes. So we will finish him up and put him on a card, but I'm just so you can kind of see what you can do, how you could make that little basket. Yeah.
I didn't get the picket fence because it's dark.
See if the little, if we have a small Taylor, see the brushes come in, Taylor has this size of pastel, and I do have the pastel, so I use these for the lighter blue, and I use the darker ones. This set is the original set, this rainbow. Okay, for my darker greens and brighter blues and reds. I do have the pastel one, but you could use, you know, this for pink and red, just clean in between, but I never clean anything. We have single brushes. You have the bigger base and then the smaller one. These bigger ones I use for backgrounds, and which are nice to have. The other thing, when you're holding them, you want to make sure, if you saw how I was holding the top of the handle with my my finger, to add pressure on here, because you don't want to go like this and snap and break these. This is the like kind of a replacement. I call it like a replacement because I had the white handle like mine got ruined, so now I made the white one my yellow, and I can tell that it's yellow because the head is just plain yellow. And then the small brushes come all white, and then once again, yes, I would have one for each color palette.
This thing is the bomb.
Yeah, and this little tool, I don't know, I think if we have...
We have 2 of them.
Yeah, and this actually could fit your scissors. You know, like it could fit my my palette knife. You know, you can. It's just good for all your different tools to make it handy. I tend just to use this for my smaller brushes instead of trying to dig in here and find a small one. I use that for my large, and then I use these for my small. There are colored labels sets that you can buy to label these. You can see how far I got on it. I labeled 2 of them maybe, and then I know that this is my pink, this is my, you know, my light blue, so on and so forth, just by the colors on the heads. But once you start using the brushes, you will love them, and you will want a set of large and small. I think that's it. So I'm going to finish this up later and put them on a card. So we will show you Wednesday, but you can see how cute that little Easter basket is. And I have lots of other little parts and pieces that I can make another card with. And then this is the bunny die. And you can see in here, those are the whiskers, the nose, the eyes, and that's that little tooth. All comes in that little set. These are the little paws and hands, the little legs over there and the little paws. And you get the little bunny butt, and that's the color for inside, and the carrots are super cute. So it's just a really sweet little release for Easter from Elizabeth Crafts. Well, let me find the top to my glue so this doesn't dry out. So I'm going to move this off to the side, put my brushes, so I see the sun is out. It was just, oh, I forgot to do the little green, and you can do green and stick it in the back as filler. We'll do that later. We'll finish them up. You don't need to watch me color. And then I'll probably use a different Sunny Studio background so you can see how that looks. And the last thing I wanted to show you, we have, oh, Charlene, do you want to open that box and see what was in that box in the back of the, if it's a different one? Some of these we're going to be using for upcoming classes, so we have these on reserve. I don't think I used the magnetic folder one in a class. So I think these we can put out for sale. There's a white version and a black.
Sure, you already opened it. Oh, no.
No, the big, yeah.
I found it. In black. These are the black ones. You got 2 of the envelope and 2 of those.
Oh, okay.
Black and white. That box is entirely black.
Okay, so this is the envelope magnetic closure box. And look how cool this is. So there is a magnet on the cover. Oh, this. Oh, let's see. So it opens this way, and this way, and that way. Look at this.
Oh.
And there's a magnet. Oh, the magnet goes this way. Because there's a magnet on this side, keeping that closed, and there's a magnet on the top. So we have these in white and black. And if you saw, like when we opened it, there was a lot of space in there. There are new inserts coming, a variety of different inserts to come in to create more pages. And I think those will be in next week. I saw them on my order that they just came in.
You can use your old ones too.
Yep, the old ones can.
Fit right in there. I bet you they do.
On some of them, yeah. On this, you're just going to have to watch like where your space is. But look for some upcoming classes coming down the road with this one. This one, possibly in May, we'll be doing something with that. So we'll have that out so people can see that. But it comes in the black version too.
I'm going to put that away.
And this one is, this is the one that I think I used in a class that as soon as all the product comes in, we'll be able to feature that class online for in-store and Zoom. That's why I have not put a date on for the 49th class that I showed last month, just because nothing comes in all together. Like parts and pieces trickle in, and we can't put a date up because we're not guaranteed, when we're going to get it. So this is the way this book works. And this has this insert. And this one is called the Trifold magnetic closure. Okay, so we'll have these out so that you can take a look at them. And once again, they come in white and black.
I got this.
Okay. And the last thing I want to share with you, we have a new class coming out. This is the paper bag winter book. Lori's going to be doing this class. Hopefully by the end of today or by tomorrow, we'll have dates on the calendar. Kim is bringing another class in, so I'm going to kind of go through maybe Wednesday or next Saturday some of the upcoming classes for next month. But I definitely wanted to show you this. It has lots of little pullouts and parts and pieces and tags. We had quite a winter, so that it'd be perfect to, put all your pictures in. And more tags and pockets. Embellishments. Flip-ups. There's pockets here. And pockets and flip-ups everywhere. So this would be this is the kind of, book I think, when you put them together, kids love to go back. My kids love going back and going through their old pictures in their books rather than a photo album. When you have something like this, it tends to be a little more interactive, and it's fun to figure out where all the pictures are and so on and so forth. Some of those tags you can use for journaling. So look for this paper bag book class coming up in the next probably week and a half, week or two. So if you wanted to do Zoom, you'll be able to do it Zoom with us. We'll be able to get that kit out in the mail for you too. So I'm just going to see if there's any questions. Kim's doing a Zoom class this morning at 11. We're going to get her set up. Sorry about this morning with the little, I didn't realize I was on. So you probably have an idea what Mona's going to be talking about next Friday and Saturday. So we'll have a Friday featuring Mona and a Saturday with Mona. So that gives me a day off. So, and which is actually good for next week, is Maker Mania starts on Friday. Something, I think our little get-together event is on Thursday night. And then we start off the ground running with, make and takes and all the classes and presentations. I'll be in on Sunday for my presentation. For those of you joining us with Maker Mania on Monday afternoon is my little intro. And so you can see me there. And so make sure that everybody has their password and you can get into the Facebook group for Maker Mania. Don't wait till the last minute because a lot of things are going on and I don't get a notification unless I'm looking at my emails, which I tend not to do on all the time. I'm not always watching my phone. So this week and this weekend, sign up, get your login, and once again, the Maker Mania is only open to the people who purchase the exclusive kit. We do have about 4 kits left, so you didn't miss anything. You'd be able to still do Maker Mania. So if you're interested, we can get a kit out in the mail. And the other thing is that everything is recorded. So at any time you can go back and view it. So if you think you're missing something because you're going to get your kit late, that's not going to happen. You can go back over and over. So I'm done rambling on. And so, one other cute thing that really came in. I just thought he was adorable. It's this little clear stamp from Card Deco. But isn't he adorable? So we'll leave him as a little imprint, how we ended today's Facebook. So everyone stay warm. It's clear. The sun is out here. There's, it's just a little windy. So the roads are clear. So, if you got nothing to do, come on in. And if not, have a great time. We're open till 4 today, 10 to 4 on Saturday. So Charlene and I are both here, and we'll be putzing around, and who knows. So have a great day. Oh, gosh, one other thing I'm going to mention. We have 2 weeks coming up, our stamp camp, and I will share those with you on Wednesday. So watch for sneak peeks of some of the cards that we're going to be doing online. So I'll share some of those little cards really quickly with you on Wednesday. So until then, have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.